What's up, guys? It's buffalo chicken provolone broccoli tomato sandwiches time. Let's go. Wing sauce gun. Yeah. So anyway, do I have dessert after my meal? Sometimes I have dessert after my meal. With this meal, no. Little dip sauce action. Yeah. Cheers. So, have I had a birthday cake Quest bar? Yeah, thank God it's Friday, Sabrina. Chocolate, bro. Sounds like some terrible diet of chocolate. Would I ever do a cookbook? As of now, Peachy's your woman crush every day. My better half is probably sleeping. I had to deal with a bunch of shit before I went live. So, thank you, King Allstate. Appreciate it. Birthday cake Quest bar, I enjoy. It's better than most Quest bars, birthday cake, right? So the person who said they're fasting for Ramadan and this isn't helping. I get you, man. I get you, and I understand fasting for Ramadan is part of your religion, but I've been fasting for 5.5 years straight, so I mean, it's easier when you just do it. Look, I've had a few people who've done Ramadan and then done the Blake diet. And they're like, I just want to make sure I'm doing things correctly. I celebrate Ramadan. I've been fasting anyway. In Ramadan, you can't even drink water. That's correct. That's the only difference is you can't drink anything during Ramadan. From sun up to sundown, right? My diet does allow fluid intake, so it is easier. So, especially if you're into training and you can't drink anything, although you can adjust to it. I know this kid. I know there's a lot more about Ramadan than eating. I didn't say I've been doing Ramadan 5.5 years. I said I've been fasting for 5.5 years. So, right? I know this kid who celebrates Ramadan and he runs 14 miles a day while on Ramadan, while it's light out, before he eats or drinks. He runs it. No drink, no food. Basically half marathons. So I met him in the park. He's like, I was riding my bike and he's like, yo, you're Blake 201, right? I'm like, yeah, what's up? He's like, yo, respect, cause hold on. Yeah, check that out. I'm like, no, respect for you. Running 14 miles, like, no drink. I'm like, damn, that's good. You know, personally, I run 0 miles, and I can go without a drink for a long period of time, but the reason why I can go without a drink for a long period of time is because of my fight training. When we take our fight tests, there have been times, like many tests, where we get no drink for over 3.5, 4 hours of brutal training. Like, I've had a test where I burned like 3,200 calories I burned in the test, and we weren't allowed to drink the entire time. 3,200 calories in one test, and we weren't allowed to drink. So, that's some time. things are mind over matter. So I know I can do that. No, would I choose to do it? Just choose to do it? No, but if I had to do it, I could do it. Yeah. What was my diet like prior? I got two questions. What was my diet like prior to the Blake diet? And what is a fight test? So let me continue with Jamar. What is a fight test? And I'll get to what my diet is like. So, my fight test, I take Haganah Fight, which is anti-terrorism training. And you learn to defend yourself in situations where if you're attacked by somebody either with their bare hands and feet, if they have knives, knife defenses, knife threats, gun defenses, like anything they're about to attack, third-party hostage situations, how to handle them. So we learned a lot of crazy shit in this class I've been taking about 3 years right now. I have my brown belt test next week. So, PG, it's fucking great. And they go over every scenario possible. Like, gun to the head in front of the ear, gun to the head behind the ear, gun to the back of the head, gun to your back, left side, friggin' gun to the, like, every possible situation, they teach you how to get out of and either incapacitate the person, restrain the person, or terminate the person. And they teach you all three, right? So, awesome, AJ. For the training is brutal because they have to make sure their job is to make you break during the training. Like, their job is to break you down. Break you down. So, I mean, we have a qualifier. I can't go over the whole test, but we have a qualifier, which is brutal fitness qualifier for like an hour. And once you get through the fitness qualifier, and they say, now the test has begun. And we have to go over all our scenarios, and they test us on a lot of shit to make sure we know it. If we don't do it perfectly, we have to redo it. Even if we do it perfectly, they will scream at us and make us redo it. It's just like I said, their job is to break us down. And I can't show any of it on video. A lot of people have asked, why don't you do videos of this? Why don't you do videos of this? We are not allowed to show any of it on video at all, because terrorists are looking for these videos on the internet to see how our country trains. And it's the same training a lot of the government takes. So we are not allowed to show how we're training on video at all. So, but it's awesome. It's awesome. And it's basically like Krav Maga on crack. That's the easiest way to explain it. It's like Krav Maga on crack. So, yeah. What diet was I doing before the Blake diet, right? So, before the Blake diet, I was bro dieting. I was eating small meals, spread out. I was eating like 5 small meals and shakes and snacks. A lot of it out of Tupperware. Eating every 2.5 hours, that type of thing. Yes, it is, Lisette. So, yes, this is tomato sauce. So, I was hungry all the time. Well, Peachy, if you like it, you like it. It wasn't for me. I was hungry all the time. I was watching the clock, just waiting for my next meal. always just starving, waiting to eat. And then like it'd be time to eat and my meals are so small that like it'd be over in a minute. And I'd be like, I'd finish my meal in like a minute and I'd look at the clock to the next time I'm going to eat. And I'd be like, all right, another. And it's just like a never ending watching the clock, waiting to eat every day, all day thing. So I couldn't do it anymore. I didn't want to do it anymore. So I started experimenting with intermittent fasting, and that experiment turned into oh yeah, this is high sodium tomato sauce. And the experiment turned into the Blake diet. When I do things, I take them to an extreme. And I went from one extreme to this extreme. Doing intermittent fasting on a level nobody was really doing it then, right? So, somebody was asking if they had weight loss surgery, if they had gastric bypass or something, would I recommend intermittent fasting? And while I do have some clients who've had lap band and gastric bypass and all different things. It's the only time I would recommend it is after your stomach stretches back out. And it might not, but not like most cases or many cases, people get the surgery, and the surgery makes your stomach like the size of the sandwich or smaller. But what happens many times is people stretch their stomach back out. And here's why. Hold on. Well, yes, sure, I'll never tell you what I drink. Thank you. Thank you, Leif. If you are obese enough to have gastric bypass surgery, right? It's because you like to eat like a fat ass. If you are a fat ass, it's because you like to eat like a fat ass. And the diet I offer is for people like me and many of you who like to eat like fat asses, but want to manage their weight while eating like a fat ass, which many times that means lose weight, most times. Right? So, the point is, if you like to eat like a fat ass, right? If you like to eat like a fat ass, chances are you're going to stretch your stomach back out after getting the surgery because you just want to put food in your mouth, right? Over time, appreciate it, Peachy. Over time, yeah, you can stretch your stomach right out, right? So, if you're in that place, then yeah, I do recommend doing fasting. If you understand how to do it and how to do it properly. I don't recommend doing any diet because gastric bypass, they don't teach you really. They tell you what you can eat for your stomach, but they don't teach you like much about nutrition. If they were going to teach you nutrition, they would just teach you to cut calories, right? Yeah, it doesn't, it's kind of a temporary solution. Like, it's not like if you have a sex addiction, they're cutting off your sex drive. No, the drive to eat is still there. they just put a little Band-Aid on it, and you're eventually going to break through. So 30% of people who have the surgery gain all the weight back. So it's an expensive surgery. Insurance companies collect a lot of money. I mean, pay for it, collect a lot of money. Doctors collect a lot of money from insurance companies because insurance covers it many times. So it's a business like anything else, right? So most people gain the weight back, or gain some back. Then you have people on the other end, right? It's like a chastity belt for a short period of time. Yeah, it's like a chastity belt, but you pop enough hard-ons and you're breaking through it. So, well, why is this guy so mad? He never even joined my diet. I just blocked him. What was I going to say? Oh, we got another one? We got another one? Cold Hearted Rico? I thought I blocked that guy too, no? I thought I blocked him days ago. So, yeah, you get people in here who get upset that I'm eating all this bread and enjoying myself. And then you get other people in here who tell you how much weight they've lost. So it's give and take. But you know when there's random people in here saying, it's a scam, I got the best diet. Nobody's in the stream telling you like, this shake diet's a scam. Even if it is, nobody cares. Your girlfriend and you what? No, people are mad because they haven't had bread, man. Your girlfriend loves you. Appreciate it, Burke. Appreciate it. No, people get mad. The bread bothers people, man. Thank you, the bearer. When people see the bread and hear the crunch of something they haven't eaten in the longest time, and maybe they're doing some shitty diet and not reaching their goals, yeah, it's gonna touch a nerve. It's just gonna touch a nerve, right? They are miserable, Shy, absolutely. And I think about it. I got this like whole pile of bread, my sandwich lids, and when you hear them crunch over and over again, yeah, it's gonna make people upset. That was either two of the same person or just two friends like, oh, let's go troll stream, whatever. So back to the Band-Aid on a broken arm surgery. A lot of people stretch their stomachs back out, and appreciate Ortega. Then you have people, this bread is not gluten-free. They do make gluten-free bread, and I'm not a fan. Do you have celiac disease? Do you have celiac disease? Or do you think gluten makes you fat? So, because these are two different things. The shake diet people are super annoying, right? No, but do you know they are mad because they haven't had, like, that's literally what happens. Like, I didn't tell them to join my diet, and they never did, obviously, because you guys did. And if they just friggin' join, they could eat the bread, but unless they be like, no, does not compute. The other side of gastric bypass, I wanted to say, right, is when people starve themselves. If people end up starving themselves, which does happen, it's going to happen because you can't, when you have gastric bypass, it is hard to, even if you eat all day, to maintain weight. It's hard not to starve yourself. And then what's going to happen? You're going to slow your metabolism down. So, gastric bypass is just, it's going to slow your metabolism down a lot. So now if you're stretching your stomach back out a little and eating more frequently, whereas before you had gastric bypass, let's say you were maintaining on 3,000 calories, which is not a stretch because you had to, if you had to have weight loss surgery, you were obese and you were maintaining a high calorie amount. But now you lost 150 pounds, right? 120 pounds. So your weight's lower to begin with, so you don't need that many calories to maintain. Not even close. And then on top of that, you slow down your metabolism. Now you're maintaining on like 1,000 calories, right? So then it becomes easy when you start eating more. Your metabolism's shot. You start eating a little bit more, then it's easy to gain all the weight back. And you'll be like, I wasn't eating that much, but I just started gaining weight like crazy. Yeah, because you slowed down your metabolism and you made it real easy for you to gain weight. So, is there a point where your metabolism just won't speed up ever again? No. I don't think so. Well, is there a point where it'll be harder to fix it? Yeah. It can be harder to fix it. You might need to be more diligent with it. But what's up, East Village, right? But you can always fix it. And to be honest with you guys, most people who think they have a slow metabolism don't. Most don't, but some people do. Some people do. Oh, it's definitely hell shy, right? So I didn't start eating this much until I learned about this diet and how to do it and explored the options. My 600-pound life, Shy says, they put people on 1,200 calorie diets. Then mad when they can't do that drastic as hell for somebody who literally eats all day. Well, it's true though. They don't teach anybody anything, right? They don't teach anybody anything. The Biggest Loser is coming back to some channel, and I've turned down shows just like that because I'm like, yo, production companies have been talking to me about shows and different, and I'm like, you realize The Biggest Loser paid for the winners to have skin surgery, right? No. You can't lose that much fat that fast and have good results. Never happen. Really? Yeah, really. So I'm getting more people in here. Who sent all the trolls in here? Oh. No, it is definitely the more enjoyable diet out there. The most. So, you're assuming I burn about 1,000 calories a day from exercise? That's about correct. I maintain on about 3,000 calories a day. I maintain on about 3,000. Some days I'll burn friggin' 1,500 from exercise. Some days I'll burn 0 from exercise because I don't exercise every day. But on average, I would say probably about 1,000 calories a day. Well, your future media, I did not see your concern. What's up, Sherry? I do various exercises. Like I said, I take fight training. My bikes are the most fun. My bikes are the most fun way to burn calories ever. Because that's not even my focus, but it just happens. And then I go to the gym. I go to the gym like 1 to 2 days a week. What's up, Panama City? I'm trying to stick to 2 days a week at the gym all summer. See if I can do it. I'm trying to stick to gym 2 days a week and maintain 200 pounds all summer. Sometimes I burn too many calories and don't eat enough. Believe it or not. It's pretty easy, man. Like, I don't need any, like, I don't need even half of this meal to be satisfied. This isn't enough to maintain, right? This is enough to maintain. So, what do I drink throughout the day? Many things. This isn't religious, so I'm allowed to drink whatever I want. Dina says, I love that I found this diet. First time you feel like you're actually learning about nutrition. All right, hold on. You're consciously eating your meal, losing weight, and enjoying it. Well, thank you for sharing, Dina. Like one of the things I like to cover is the nutrition part. Like, people are like, how do you have a program for fasting? Eat between these hours? I'm like, well, you can if you want to, but I don't even recommend that. Do 1 meal a day? You can if you want to, but I don't even recommend that. So, I have no idea what you guys are talking about Poland. So, if you're new to IF, do whatever your program says. That's what I recommend. Doing whatever your program says. If you're doing mine, you do whatever mine says. If you're doing somebody else's, do whatever theirs says. Well, Mom, texting what? You went to text your mom and you typed it in a stream? Oh my God, he's out of his mind. So he won't go to Poland with us? I won't tell Dad now because he won't be able to sleep. I won't tell Lisa either for now. Oh. You thought I was your mom? Does your mom usually eat a pile of sandwiches shirtless in a bow tie? Because if she does, we'll watch her stream too. Who'll watch it? So anyway, hey, you never know. What's up, DJ Mello? What's up, DJ Mello? That would be an interesting stream. Everybody would be like screaming at your mom, your diet's bullshit. You can't eat that bread. So, what the hell was I saying? You don't understand how these sandwiches aren't 8,000 calories. Yeah, well, that's part of what I teach. That's part of what I teach to these guys, how to make more food for less calories. We were just having this talk. Because you can work out all you want, but if you work out for hours a day, you're going to burn like 25% more calories. Yet, you can figure out how to make your meals friggin' 50% larger. It's like, would you rather burn 25% more calories or make your meals 50% larger without working out? Or both? And then that's up to you. Oh, that was pretty much it, Lisette. We ordered some sample guns from a company. They took our money, never sent us the guns. And now we're back at square one, waiting on different guns to test out. Because to sell guns, I have to test the guns. I have to personally test the syrup guns and hot sauce guns. We got to be able to put Blake Diet on it, stamp it on it. And they have to be affordable. Buffalo wing sauce gun. They have to be affordable. We got to be able to ship them. Like, there's so much like logistical bullshit. Is logistical a word? When it comes to the business end of things, it's like, why don't you just sell guns? Part of it is like, they need to shoot condiments and not get jammed up. So, Chris, at some point you might, but like, I get it. It's much easier knowing you don't have to go to the gym. I see Blake. I said it 8 times. How are you not reading it? What did you say, your future media? I'm reading different screens. Appreciate it, Jeff Lopez. That's the only comment I saw, is I said it 8 times. How are you not reading it? So, what else are we talking about? Selling merchandise and all that shit. Like, pain in the ass. Well, say it one more time, your future media. Blake Diet and the Warrior Diet. What's the difference? I thought the comments were stuck, right? What's my normal job? My normal job is teaching the Blake Diet. You can find the recipe for this in the Blake Diet group where I teach the Blake Diet. Does anyone in my family do this? My mom has lost, you said it, is not showing up. I don't know what you're saying then. You can send me a DM. You can send me a message if it's not coming out, but maybe it's something blocked word or something, blocked phrase. So, what else are we talking about? My mom lost some weight doing a half-assed version of my diet. Appreciate it, Shy. Thank you. I've been doing this 5.5 years. Startup bow tie company in Dominican Republic. All right, so look, if somebody wants to give me half of their bow tie company, then they can hit me up. But or they can pay me for promotional pricing. What's up, Nancy? How are you? But again, promotions are part of my business. Like, hey, why don't you just go buy my bow ties and then go advertise to hundreds of thousands of people and sell my bow ties and you pay me. So, yeah, there's got to be some type of understanding there. And to be honest, most startups are not willing to pay, right? So, oh, warrior diet, right? The warrior diet is when you eat like a little protein or maybe some like fruits throughout. It's not even fasting, the warrior diet. It's not even fasting. The warrior diet is not even fasting. It's got all these bullshit rules. And the Blink diet is fasting and doesn't have any of the bullshit rules. It tells you what rules are bullshit and what rules you should actually be following instead. That's the difference. Yeah, the warrior diet is like eat throughout the day and then call it fasting. That's basically what it is. Well, I don't think you do that. That's like drinking alcohol all day, but in little amounts. And you're like, no, officer, I'm doing the warrior drink diet. Only little amounts all day. Oh, okay then. My bad. So, I don't really see because of that. Well, number one, I don't see how the warrior diet would help hunger much. Being that you're constantly spiking your insulin all day. And you're just blowing through calories all day. Somebody's asking about why I eat so many carbs. It's going as well as it could, Nancy. I've had a rough night, but why so many carbs? Isn't the warrior diet a 20-hour fast? That's what they call it. They call it a fast, but it includes a bunch of eating all the time. Just read it. Just read it. You can eat all day and they call it fasting. The warrior diet is not one meal a day. And I don't do one meal a day most days either. Today I'm doing one meal a day. I would say I do one meal a day 5 days a week. Two days a week I do 2 meals. On average. On average. Depends what kind of mood I'm in. So, do I not recommend eating all day? I know what I recommend you do whatever you want. You do whatever you want. If I'm your coach, I recommend. If I'm not your coach, you do whatever you want. Let's see. Maybe the warrior diet changed your definition. Let's see. The warrior diet.
Here's some information about the warrior diet. Switch on your biological powerhouse for high energy.
2001. It hasn't changed. It hasn't changed. It's when you eat little bits of food all day and then you break your fast. Even though you never started fasting. You're pretty much eating all day. So, I'm not going to read the whole thing again, but that's pretty much what it is. But they still call it fasting. There's another person. Oh, there's another person with a diet who's calling it the warrior diet. Shy from the Blake Diet group said there's another guy who calls his diet the warrior diet. So it could be another guy confusing something else. How was my Thursday? My Thursday was horrible, right? So this meal is about 3,500 calories. Well, now it's Friday, so. But the book, The Warrior Diet. What's up, You're Simply Beautiful? The book, The Warrior Diet, basically told you to eat like fruits and protein, like little amounts all day, and then save the bulk of your calories for nighttime. And they called it fasting. They did call it fasting. So that's what I was referring to, the original Warrior Diet since 2001. But nobody does fasting by rules anyway, so. Whether you are or you want, nothing's the same. It's not OMAD. It's not 2MAD. It's not an eating window. It's not lean gains. It's not the Warrior Diet. It's not Grego Gallagher's thing. It's not alternate day fasting. It's whatever you want it to be, and you understand how to do it with my rules and my protocols to make sure you make it work for you. And you're welcome to do. I named all those diets so you guys could do them if you don't want to do mine. That's fine too. I don't want to say it on Instagram, Ryan, but I did explain it at the beginning of the Blake Diet stream. So, you can eat whatever, you can do whatever you want. Well, if I'm not your coach, you could eat 17 times a day. You could eat once a month. You could do keto. You can do keto if I am your coach, but you're not eating once a month if I'm your coach. I'm not coaching anybody through water fasting. So if you want me to be your coach, you would expect to do 1 or 2 meals a day. That's up to you. 1 or 2 with much more food for less calories. Getting the proper nutrients with enjoyable foods. And if you don't, you could also do one of the programs I just mentioned. I'm sure they'd all be happy to have you as well. Well, what do I think about water dieting? You want to do it, but you're only 16. I think you should talk to your parents. So, that's a good point, Ryan. I didn't even thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, I think you should talk to your parents if you're 16 about to friggin'. It's really the fast they have in Islam. Well, water fasting doesn't mean anything. That could mean a year. That could mean 3 days. It could mean a month. So you're telling me the fast they have in Islam can last from 3 days to a year? When people use terms Intermittent fasting doesn't mean dick. Intermittent fasting doesn't mean dick anymore. Everybody throws around that term so loosely that it's really fucking meaningless. Like, health foods, meaningless. Completely meaningless. Everybody has a different idea in their head what all these things mean. Well, as to somebody supplement companies' foods, protein bars and protein shakes are healthy. Maybe they're vegan or organic or whatever. Maybe it's somebody else that's super unhealthy, only whole foods, nothing processed. Processed doesn't mean dick. Could mean a million things. Everything means like workout. Workout. What the fuck does that mean? Exactly, King Allstate. Look. I posted something on Instagram when I was riding my bike, doing wheelies or whatnot. And I asked everybody what's their favorite type of working out or whatever. And like, I got answers like, I prefer fitness. It's like, yes, me rocking a wheelie on a 35-pound bicycle for over a minute straight has nothing to do with fitness. That's not fitness. It's only fitness. If I was doing it inside a gym, would that be fitness? Like, all these words, all they mean is whatever they mean to you. Whatever they mean to you. Like, I'm sorry I'm out of shape. I'm sorry I don't do any fitness-related activities. Athletics. All these things can mean different things. Like, there's only certain things that are absolute. Like, there's 3,500 calories in a pound of body weight. That's true. What kind of skincare do I use? That's a question I haven't gotten before because I don't. I literally took the shit I was putting in my hair and my shoulders felt dry when I got out of the shower and I rubbed it on my shoulders. So all I'm saying is just remember the next time. Hold on. The next time somebody says intermittent fasting, that can mean 20 million different things. The next time somebody says diet, that can mean a million different things. Doesn't even mean they're losing weight. To the person who asked if I recommend CLA, CLA is a scam. Keto is a waste of time. You could just lose weight by cutting calories. A lot of things mean a different thing. A lot of fucking things, right? The Blake Diet member. Oh, Blake Diet member, yeah, that means something. That means something. That means you have a lot of knowledge and you're above the grid regarding a lot of different things. But, I mean, I'm just saying, health food, when somebody says healthy, that can mean something different. Processed can mean anything. Nutritious doesn't mean anything. Friggin', there's a million things. Like, there's so many things. Fitness, workout, a workout you can burn, let's say, you can burn 20 calories in a workout. You can be Michael Phelps and burn like friggin' a couple thousand, or some type of like Olympic athlete or marathon runner. Like, but I work out. Well, how many calories do you burn? But I eat healthy. Well, how many calories do you consume? Nobody knows. Nobody knows, right? So, Mudmasky, we'll talk. All you want is processing payments, not foods. Well, all food is processed. All food is processed unless you put your hands behind your back and you basically fucking eat it off the tree or just bite the live animal. It's pretty much processed. Like, if somebody handled it and did something with it, if somebody picked the apple off the tree, it's processed. If somebody cleaned or cooked the thing, it's processed. If somebody put it in, everything is processed. Everything is. People think processed just means like they put bad stuff in it. Like food processing has also given us the ability to preserve foods for a longer period of time, give foods a long shelf life, which never would have been able to sit on the shelf that long. So make foods last longer so you don't get sick when you eat them, or it doesn't go bad and you don't waste your money on something that you had to eat right away. Food processing allows people to put vitamins and minerals, essential vitamins and minerals, add them into food that would never be in the food to begin with. So when everybody says food processing is so bad, they don't even know what they're talking about. They have no clue. If somebody says processed food is bad, that person has no clue what they're talking about unless they're breaking down what type of processed food's bad, what ingredients are bad. Because just saying processed is bullshit. Just saying if you can't pronounce it, it's unsafe to eat. Like, if it's a chemical, don't eat it. Guess what's a chemical? H2O is a fucking chemical, assholes. H2O. Water. Yeah, that's chemical. So, should you not drink water because it's a chemical? Like, there's too many general things that really don't mean shit. And people just talk out of their asses and should just be more careful. Just be more careful if they're just saying things on the internet. If they're going to inform people, Nancy, if they're going to inform people, at least be specific, or just don't fucking say it. Don't say it. That's another option, because everybody's saying what they don't understand, and then you have all these people who are scared of all these imaginary things which either don't exist or aren't nearly harmful for you. Like, oh my God. Like, I have a cousin that was diagnosed with friggin' processed food disease. Like, I have a cousin that was diagnosed with friggin' Splenda disease. Like, friggin', this never happened. There's zero cases of this shit happening ever. Like, may cause in large amounts, like, whatever it is, like, you guys gotta take it all with a grain of salt. Like, nobody got a disease from, like, eating bread. Like, maybe, like, if there's lead in the paint, right? Maybe that's a thing. Lead in water can really affect somebody. If it's paint chips, like too many years of lead, asbestos, these are things which can cause issues. And while you could say that the FDA is full of shit or they just allow anything, pretty much fear false evidence appearing real. Yeah, fear is false evidence appearing real. A lot of times it is. So I mean, I know in 2019, everybody's scared to do anything, but like, what's funny is like half the shit people do, like, they'll say like, that's unhealthy, and then they'll go drink some shake with 1,000 ingredients. They have no idea what the fuck is in this shake because it's healthy. Or like, there's so many things people do. Salt is processed. Everything is processed. Literally everything is processed. If you move it from here to here, it's processed. Somebody processed it. So if you didn't eat processed food, you'd be dead. You'd basically be dead. So yeah, don't take it with a grain of salt. Salt is a chemical. That's true. That's true. I'm sorry. Salt is a chemical.